Hello everyone, my name is Ambika Ashapure and I am student of IIP's DAVV Indore and I am currently pursuing MCA from there and I am in the 9th semester. In this presentation, we are going to learn about virtualization and cloud computing. So, in this presentation, we will be covering the following topics. These are virtualization, hypervisor, benefits of virtualization, types of virtualization, facts, challenges, and finally, some MCQs questions are there for you in the end. So, what is virtualization? Virtualization is the magic behind the cloud computing, or we can say that virtualization is a technology that allows a single physical machine to run multiple virtual instances, known as virtual machines, each with its own operating system and application. Virtualization maximizes hardware utilization. It reduces costs and enables flexibility by allowing the deployment of multiple environments on one physical server. So, hypervisor is one of important element which comes in virtualization process. So, as you can see in the diagram, uh, for implementing virtualization or for creating virtual machines, we will be requiring a machine or a software known as hypervisors, and hypervisor allows one host computer to support multiple guests virtual machines by virtually sharing its resources such as memories or processing or etc. And in the diagram it is also clearly visible. We have just one hardware, and by connecting it to the hypervisor, we can enable multiple virtual machines, and multiple virtual machine can use the resources of a single hardware unit with the help of a hypervisor. Now let's come to what are the benefits of virtualization. Okay, the first benefit is cost efficiency. Virtualization reduces hardware cost by running multiple virtual machines on one server, as we have discussed in the previous slide. Okay, the next is resource optimization. It maximizes the use of CPU, memory, and storage efficiency. Third is scalability and flexibility. With the help of virtualization, we can easily scale resources as needed without additional hardware. And we can even scale down or scale up according to our requirements or our business's requirement. The next is disaster recovery. With the help of virtualization, we can have quick backups and restoration of virtual machines, which ultimately leads to a faster recovery. The next is improved testing and development. With the help of virtualization, we can create safe, isolated environment for testing without disruption operation. Now let's come to the various types of virtualization, which are server virtualization, desktop virtualization, storage virtualization, and finally network virtualization. So let's have a look on each one of them one by one. The first is server virtualization. The server virtualization splits one physical server into multiple virtual servers, each running independently with different operating system and applications and etc. The use case of this server virtualization is hosting multiple labs on a single machine to save cost. Another type of virtualization is desktop virtualization. It allows user to access their desktops remotely from any device. Example, virtual desktop infrastructure or VDI. The use case of desktop virtualization is remote workers can easily access company system from home, and so they do not require to go to the office, which is I guess a very good thing. Well, work from home is a very good mode of working according to me. The next kind of virtualization is storage virtualization. Thus, it pulls multiple physical storage devices into a single shared virtual storage environment. The use case is simplifying data storage management across various devices. The final type is network virtualization. It segments a single network into multiple virtual networks, improving security and management. The use case is creating isolated environment for testing and security. And uh, do you know that 95% of data centers leverage virtualization for efficiency and cost saving? This shows the dominance of virtualization and how it can help various kind of data centers, organizations, and businesses uh, with their efficiency and with their budgets and everything. So it's like really crazy fact about virtualization. Now let's talk about challenges in the field of virtualization. The first challenge is VM sprawl. And as you know that creating in virtualization, we create multiple virtual machines, and it becomes very easier to create multiple instances of virtual machines with the help of hypervisors. But managing too many VMs can lead to confusion, wasted resources, and difficulty in monitoring and maintaining them. The next risk or the next challenge is security risk. Virtualized environment can be vulnerable to cyber attacks if not secured, as each VM may need its own level of protection. Many a times our businesses or individuals ignore this fact, and so their data get lost or corrupted. So it is a kind of challenge in virtualization. The next kind of challenge is performance overhead. Virtualization can introduce some performance degradation due to the added layer between the hardware and the virtual machines, affecting the efficiency of resource usage. So now this is the last part of this presentation and in this video. So we have some MCQs. Let's solve them together. The first is, which of the following is an advantage of virtualization in cloud computing? The options are A. Increased dependency on hardware. B. Better resource utilization and isolation. C. Limited scalability. And D. Reduced cost of physical hardware. So the answer B is the most appropriate and the most right option, which is better resource utilization and isolation. Next question is, which virtualization technique allows multiple virtual machines to run on a single physical server? And obviously the answer for this question is A, which is hypervisor. Next question is, which of the following is an advantage of virtualization in cloud computing? Sorry, this is a repeated question. So we have discussed this earlier, and the answer is B, better resource utilization and isolation. Next question is, which of the following is a key characteristic of virtual machines VM in cloud environment? Option A is VMs share the same operating system with the host. Option B is VMs provide isolation for running application on different OS instances. C is VMs require separate physical hardware for each instance, which is wrong. VMs have no impact on resource allocation, which is option D, which is also incorrect. So the correct option is option number B. Next question is, what is the role of hypervisor in virtualization? And option A is it stores virtual machines on a disk. Option B is it manages the virtual machines and allocates resources from physical hardware. Obviously, option B is correct. And now let's get on the next question, which is, how does virtualization impact cloud scalability? Option A is it decreases scalability by limiting resource access, which is totally wrong. Option B is it enables more efficient scaling of resource on demand, which is absolutely correct. And option C is it increases dependency on physical machines, which is also incorrect. And finally, option D is also incorrect because it says it eliminates the need of dynamic scaling. It does not eliminate, it enables. Okay. So next question is, which cloud model uses virtualization to run applications without managing physical servers? For this, as the question only suggested, wherever it comes physical structure, we think about infrastructure. So the option C, infrastructure as a service, is the correct option. Next question is, which of the following is the key challenge in cloud virtualization? The options are high resource availability, managing the complexity of multi-cloud environment, low storage requirements, reduced need for security protocols. As we had discussed this earlier, the correct answer for this question is option B, managing the complexity of multi-cloud environments. So that's all for this video, guys. And I will love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, or if you have any kind of doubts regarding this topic, you can reach me out on this email, and maybe you can come to my home or send me a letter or whatsoever. And thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you. Bye bye.